Today we are on lessons 3 and 4, non-adjacent angles. So given A and B are numbers and A plus B equals 180, which statements also must be true? So you have 180 minus B equals A. So if you add the B to get it to the other side, you get A plus B equals 180. So this is true. If you do the same thing for right here, you want the B on this side and the 180 on this side. You subtract B, and then you add 180 to put it on the other side. So you have A minus B equals 180. So that's not 1. And then you have to get the A and the B by itself, so you have to divide by 2. So 360 divided by 2 is 180. 2A divided by 2 is A, and 2B divided by 2 is B. So that is 1. A equals 90 and B equals 90. So if I add the two together, remember 90 plus 90 equals 180. So that means A plus B equals 180. So that's one of them. So vertical angles. Use a straight edge to draw two intersecting lines and use a protractor. I'm sorry, I totally missed one. So you have to find which angles in these figures are complementary or supplementary. So the angles in the quadrilateral, put quad for short. The angles that are supplementary are angles BAD and ABC. You have BAD, and ADC. You have BCD and ABC. And then last, BCD and ADC. Now for your triangle, the complementary angles are EFG and EGF. So now you could do this 3.3. I'm also going to write right here some definitions that you should know, or you should hopefully know. This will help you with solving angles. So vertical angles. First, I'm going to show you what supplementary angles are two angles that add to 180 degrees. Complementary angles are two angles that add to 90 degrees. Vertical angles are across the intersection point from each other. Point, I can't spell point, from each other. And adjacent angles are two angles that share a side and vertex and do not overlap. Okay? Hopefully y'all are studying these terms. And so for 3.4, we need to find the angles. If you are working with a partner or if you have someone with you, you could do column A and they could do column B and you could compare each other's answers. You should have the same answer for column A and column B. So for column A, the straight line, remember, is 180 degrees. So to find A, I have to take 180, which is my total of the straight line, and subtract the other part, which is 134. And I should get 10 minus 4 is 6. Oh, excuse me. 7 minus 3 is 4. So for column B, this is a 90-degree angle, so I have to take my 90 degrees and subtract 44. So 10, and then that's 8. 10 minus 4 is 6. 8 minus 4 is 4. So 46. And then to find this value, again, this is a 90-degree angle. So I have to take my 180. I could do two routes. I either take my 180, subtract this, and then subtract this, or I could add these two together first, 51 and 90, and add them together first, and I get 141. Then I take my 180, and I subtract the 141, and so then I end up getting 39, which is my final answer. And so for here, I have my 90 and my 51. So 180 minus 90 is 90. And then 90 minus 51, if I borrow, 10 minus 1 is 9, 8 minus 5 is 3. And I still get the same answer with two different routes. Remember, this is 90 degrees. And I know this is 51. And I know that these three add up to equal 180. Now, angles C and E are supplementary, meaning that they have to add up to 180. So if I take 180 and I subtract 129, I will get my answer of 51 degrees. And then for this one, I can add these two together, 95 plus 34, which is 129, and then take 180 and subtract 129. So this is 1, and 7 minus 2 is 50, so that's 51. Something in my throat. And then C, so this is a 90-degree angle, and it's being split between C and 42. So I have to take 90 and subtract 42, and I end up getting 48. And so for this one, I take 180, because this is 180, and I can subtract 67, which is 113. I'm gonna take 113 and subtract 65. And I should get 48 as well. Two angles are complementary. One angle measures 37 degrees. Remember, complementary means that they add up to 90 degrees. So I take 90 degrees and subtract 37, and I end up getting the other measurement of the other angle, which is 53. Two angles are supplementary. One angle measures 127 degrees. So supplementary are two angles that add up to 180. So I have to take my 180 and subtract 127. And when I do that, I should get 30. Wow, totally did that weird. That should be a 7, so I should get 53. Okay, because 53 plus 127 equals 180. So remember, when two lines cross, they form two pairs of vertical angles. Vertical angles are across the intersection point from each other. So this is vertical to this, and this is vertical to that. They're right across from each other in the intersection. Now we're moving on to lesson 4. So we're solving for unknown angles. True or false? CD plus BC is equal to BD. That's true. AB plus BD equals CD plus AD. That's actually false. AC minus AB equals AB. That's false. BD minus CD equals AC minus AB. That's going to end up being true. Okay. We're skipping this one. Moving on to 4.3. You have to match each figure into an equation that represents what is seen in a figure. For each match, explain how you know they are a match. So for number 1, you have G plus H equals 180. And so that tells me, so B is that one. And they are supplementary angles. Number 2, G equals H, which would be A. And so that's vertical angles. Number 3, 2H plus G equals 90. So that would be D. The three angles in the figure form a right angle. And the angle that measures G degrees is vertical. to the angle across from it. So G plus H plus 48, I'm gonna write this answer down here for number 4. That is equal to A, because it has 48 in it. And so my explanation would be that the angles all form a straight angle. And number 5, last but not least, it's C. The 3 angles form a straight line because G is vertical to this. So this is vertical. And so that's how these 3 will end up forming a straight line. Okay? So now I need you to complete lessons 3 and 4 practice problems on Google Classroom.